Alright, let's play part 2, Slow Princess. Load game.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is you're
we
here
read
to
all this.
slay her. If you don't,
This is a fun
it
game.
will be the
I enjoyed it
end
last
of the
time. You
world.
said get more. Alright, let's get back into it. This route I'm probably gonna do diplomatic, because that's me, I'm the Mr. Diplomatic. It seems kinda bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
Yeah, we read that. What have we not done here though before? Yeah, have you ever considered maybe the only reason she's gonna end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Oh, I thought it was a princess.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's
So is it a clock or not?
She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Alright, well,
Unless, of course,
good point.
you do your job and slay her.
That was a loud car. I hope that doesn't pick up. Probably will though. And the world? What are you talking about? You're crazy.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees,
No!
and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
We had a good thing going, you stupid prick. We had birds, we had trees, we had people. It all ran like clockwork. Yeah, how can a princess in a basement end the world? Silly.
Don't linger on the specifics.
Why not?
You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you. Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Alright. I'm going to go with... thanks for telling me what to do.
It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Good cabin. A little fidgety. Okay.
The interior of the cabin, the blade.
Let's just go without the blade.
The door to the basement, her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
That's different.
Is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once
Like
to
they didn't
remember
take
it
the
for the
blade.
rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Lie, I'm here to save you, or I'm here to save you. Let's just go with I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
6,481.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You're acting quite different.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Oh, look, the stars are parallax.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Oh, I can stab her now when I let her go, like last
I
time.
hope you got something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
The end capitalized, wow. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Actually, maybe we want to talk first.
Okay.
Oh, look, she's smiling now. Now, what's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Okay, no name.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess
Oh my god,
Princess?
shut up, you little... Yeah. Name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Yeah, what have you been eating? I've been wondering that. How I mentioned that last time. Why we starved?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
You don't.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
I want to know though.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm supposed to kill you. I just wanted to see for myself, though, you know?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Yeah.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
How, Mr. Narrator? Yeah, no, which is fine. I don't really think you're Mr. Meanie.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Oh, I think it will, Mr. Narrator.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Righty-dighty. Same with the chains.
Walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here
Was it
intended
you?
for her to never see the light of day.
Did you lock her in
They
here?
wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost... If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be
Oh,
attempting to
right,
make your
cutting
way
down.
out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear someone else here?
Let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Let me out of here.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here
I
to
need
slay
this. I need the knife,
princess,
Mr. Narrator, still.
and you won't leave until the task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Is that Barry or Smile? I can tell.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
I'm gonna put the finger in the ear again.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Whoa.
before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped
That
wolf.
is really gross, actually.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
I don't remember seeing this page.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
This seems different.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too... As the princess approaches... Wait, watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Yeah, I'm really trying there.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
We're trying to get you out of here alive.
Thank you.
What?
There's no getting through to you right now. A betrayal of will.
I didn't mean to press that.
You'll regret.
Wait, can I go back? Can I go back? I didn't mean to do that. 1 second. Okay. Load. Let me just speed back through that.
Your honor,
Alright. I'll go to cabin.
You make your way.
Proceed to cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost the blade.
And the basement.
Hello?
Don't.
Save you.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the steps. She's beautiful. I am begging you.
Hi. I hope you...
Don't do it.
Let's talk.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses.
You can address me as...
Princess is your name.
Like I said. I'm sorry,
Okay, she had...
Have you been
I don't see what
eating?
that...
This is the... Okay.
You're supposed to end the world. I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Is that... I don't remember much about...
That's...
Did they tell you...
No, which is why I don't think you
Sooner or
are.
later.
Thank you.
I examine the chains.
Walk up to the chair, large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't...
Maybe it's doubtful.
Any other
Maybe there's
ideas?
some way to break... Or if that...
She offered... If we were stuck down here long enough, would someone... You're
Get out of here.
You
Out
try
the door. Turn to the bottom.
You make easier for every...
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight...
If I could just...
She barely... As she rips the... Or you won't...
Save the princess.
Against you cut. The blade is her limb. She didn't know. She smiled. How is...
Thank you.
Approach the door.
We won't have
Here we
this...
go.
Wait, watch me.
Okay, warn her.
Stop that.
As we look, we're careful
Something's
pressing our
come over
buttons
you,
the next
hasn't
time.
it?
Your body lunges forward. But the prince... Stop it. The
Resist.
blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step
Why would you
forward.
do that?
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Oh, I'm
What
so
are
rigid, you know.
doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest,
Ow.
tearing through flesh and sinew.
Oh, well, at least I'm
Is
not dead this time.
Agony.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
No, well, boo-hoo.
Whatever. She
Maybe
sinks
it's the
the
Earth's
blade
time.
into your
Do
chest
that.
again and again and again.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Mhm.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? Stab
I'm so sorry.
with one last thrust of the knife. Your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive.
That's a
The
pretty
princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ah, damn. Alright, that kinda ended the same.
You're on a path. You're here.
But I
I
die.
assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, if he doesn't remember what happened, then... Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll
Voice.
see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's go, cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in
It's
the
absolute
world we
sin.
can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them.
Yeah,
Some things are better kept quiet.
I agree then.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. The interior of the cabin is the blade.
Yeah, just say
That's
leave it to
because
me.
there isn't a mirror. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I kind of want to look at myself and see how handsome I am.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her. We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Let's look at the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
That was just bricks last time.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
And it's this one.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing but it's still a stone base. A soft voice carries up the stair.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yeah,
Her
that's
voice.
me.
It's
This
somehow
guy.
even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Yep, sure.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Thank you.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's
Yeah.
a heavy chain
It's not-
around her
there's
wrist,
a lot of chains this
binding
time.
her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
I'm gonna do a little savey wavy there.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting
I love
for you
these
to come
guys.
back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence.
Controvertible.
You've been here before. That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And they only had one at the time.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but... What? We damned a whole world? But everything reset? Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without
Not
leaving
that
a
you
trail
said
of
something different to this last time. This was my
devastation
first idea,
behind
but
you.
you seemed to contradict it last time.
This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet
Okay, yeah,
and
just
treat
burst
her
out
like
of
the
Mr.
lady
Smitten.
she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end.
Ah.
And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Is the cough gone? Or is it just small? Is it just smaller? You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
No.
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Yeah, sure, guy.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Yeah, did you end the world, Mrs. Princess? I forgot your name. Oh wait, didn't have a name.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Okay, well. Do you have free will?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Listening to her, that's a confession.
Honestly, the world sucks. People are at plague and aren't they brought us to people ruining them all. I can't not say that.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
Yay!
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you. Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out. But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy by destroying the world.
This guy is absolutely brainless.
Apparently, yes.
And I'm gonna go completely with his path. Yeah.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Better, yes.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. That's because she's perfect.
Yeah, apparently.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
I don't think
She
so.
doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Alright, rescue
Rescue her?
princess.
What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
Not if I use my psychic mind link.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
Not sure yet.
I'm not sure I follow.
Yeah.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
I think we should try the dang little hand idea.
I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
Don't call me the
One
empiricist.
of
How
us
dare
has to
you?
be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
This is the funniest one yet.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand through her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
It worked. Let's go.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a
Oh boy, a
joyful
hug.
embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon. One slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Yeah, great job, Mr. Smitten.
What do we do now?
I don't know. What do
Let
you
me
want to do?
guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Yeah, Mr. Narrator, take that. Boom!
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Let's end the world. Do you wanna end the
Are you
world?
seriously asking her that?
Oh, we've been over this one. I do want to end the world.
Yay! End the world! End the world! Let's
That
leave.
sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Narrator, so
We
mad.
have each other. We don't need the world
I
for
think
our
I don't think
happy
you can
ending.
go in space.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about
Thumbnail
it.
shot.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand
Isn't there
in
room
hand.
there before?
Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move.
Yeah.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Yeah, so not fair.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Wow. Unwavering optimism.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever know. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional
But I want him to
voice.
keep talking. I want to hear everything he has to say.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay.
Teamwork
Yeah,
makes
let's
the
do it.
dream work.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding? I told you our love was insurmountable.
I don't have a lot to say. This is just funny.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and the blade.
Oh, Blade. You're not doing
enjoying
that.
this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room.
I guess
open
at
the
least
door
this
to
way
the
we'll see
cabin.
what actually happens. So actually, we know whether the narrator's actually lying or not.
And then you step out.
Romantic haze. Your love will set you free. Achievement unlocked.
Our happy ending at last.
Let's end the world.
We did it. What should we do now?
What's happening?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved
You little idiot.
eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh, is the hand lady gonna come out?
Cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave a coat worthy of a princess.
Oh my god, shut up. Oh, there's Mrs. Hand. So, another ending? But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Now let's just approach the mirror. Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel... Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Mm-hmm. Give me your reflection. Look in the mirror. The decay. You withered. No, I have withered, haven't I? You withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Okay, there's hands, lady.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
How you can stand
As
this
easily
contribution?
as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what that means. I'm a genius. Of course I know what that means. What happens to the other worlds?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Okay, that's interesting.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Maybe. What do you think of this one?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Mm-hmm.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
I won't. Do you still not care what I get next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming
Oh,
myself above
thank you. So nice. How many more?
We will know when we near our destination.
Oh, well, that's helpful. Okay. Alright, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okie dokie. Everything goes dark and I die. A loving vessel, bring the damsel to her. Okay. I'm gonna try the
You're
same
on a
thing,
path
but then attack on the
in the woods.
second
You're
one.
here.
Alright. It's telling me.
It's all part of the job. We're not going to ignore him.
See the captain?
The interior blade.
And in the basement.
The door to her
Hello.
is don't let
Can't save you.
Wait, come downstairs.
you walk down the stairs. I am begging.
Hi. I hope you brought something.
Don't.
Alright. Let's talk.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh,
She pauses.
you can address me.
Is
Like I said. I'm sorry.
okay. She hadn't.
Alright, I'm getting you out of here.
Only making the.
Thank you.
You're making a no. You're doing the right. You walk up to the chain. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't.
Maybe it's so doubtful.
I want to check upstairs.
Okay.
You attempt someone. You tried it.
Alright.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get.
She barely as she rips her flesh
Nom
from
nom
her
nom.
bone. It's the blade, or
Like a
will you
McNugget. Save the princess.
against your you cut. The blade is sharp. She didn't know. How is she?
Thank you.
Mm-mm. Approach the locked door.
We won't have as the prince. Wait, watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
Some.
Your body lunges forward. The blade held low, but the prince, stop it.
Is this what? Why can't I do that? Is that path dead? Okay. Slay the princess, I
Thank
guess.
you.
There's no getting through to you right now.
A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me.
She pounces on you with the same
Ow.
animal ferocity she used, but you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the
Oh,
heart.
I was gonna go the same way. And then go violent the second time, but I guess not. Okay.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Ow.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form.
That was very
eyes
mean. I
shining
think we
in the
could have handled
darkness.
this a little more.
Dress
Nicely.
stained in red. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it can't just end. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone, everything goes dark. And
Alright, the witch. Okay.
you're on a path. You're here.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
The opportunist. That's weird. Okay.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
So let's get a little save in here.
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue. Bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Alright. The cabin.
A warning. She will... Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Yeah. So what's the opportunist deal?
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
Aww.
The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine
new.
blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Let's go to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Oh, you're mean. Alright. I take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs.
Yeah, good
She
point.
doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm a little sussy.
Silent Sicey. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognize the sound of your nervous little footsteps.
It's not my fault.
As you came into my home. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Yeah, not really likely.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
Yeah, I didn't like it last time.
I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
No, I wanted to play that game more. Not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Goes right off the tongue better. You just sold more copies.
Fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Yeah, oh.
You descend the basement steps,
That's so scary.
entering the dark room below.
It's those webbed toes.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
The opportunist, you idiot. She saw right through
That's
it.
not fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Oh, no. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, You really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Alright.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
No, I think it's murder
to
time.
her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Oh, you and your little :3 emoji there. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Thanks, Mr. Opportunity.
The only mistake I ever made was thinking you would help me. And I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Sorry, my option was grayed out. What do you want me to do?
Well, that leaves us at a stalemate.
But unfortunately, I need you if I'm ever going to leave this place.
I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. I'm going to attack you now. That's not very nice. Yeah, they didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall
Oh
from her
fuck,
wrist.
the dainty little hands.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
You and your card.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out.
She'll find a
Now
way
stop
out.
her.
They were never on in the first place. They weren't tight enough. Yeah, bye.
Very pragmatic. That is why you're in charge.
Thanks, boss.
Abandoning me, are you? Fine then. Run. Tuck your tail between your legs and scamper away.
Okay,
You might be able
that's
to
me.
escape me, but you can't escape from what you are and what you've done.
What I
Take
do,
you,
he did.
The wilds will.
You turn to leave, but as you do, there's a deep, guttural groan, seemingly uttered by the walls themselves, followed by the creak of wood being stretched beyond its limits.
Don't
The
shut.
cabin starts to get smaller. What the hell is going on? We're getting out of here and saving our skins. That's what's going on.
Thank you.
As the roots that make up the walls of the
Playing
cramped
it safe,
basement
leave
attempt to
the
close
special
in
character
around you,
basement.
instinct
Keep
kicks
it
in,
unlocked.
and you bolt upstairs. The steps are uneven and lively, creaking as they expand out of the dirt floor, the stairway growing smaller and smaller as you dart up towards the light. You manage to squeeze through the door just as the entrance seals
Swift.
itself shut behind you. The cabin is smaller than it was before, and it's getting even smaller and smaller.
I'm gonna boop it up one.
That's fine. We'll just leave. I'm sure you'd like to do that, but unfortunately there is no longer a front door.
I
The
got
roots
rid
have
of
already
roots.
closed over the only possible exit. What little light peeks through the holes that were once windows is growing weaker as the cabin continues to close in on itself. Shit. What do we do?
No swearing.
As your mind races for an answer, you hear the princess's voice crackle up the stairs.
Oh dear.
Do you hear that, you loathsome thing? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
That's very that's not very nice then. Yeah, they'll crush
As
you
long
too.
as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to hear it happen.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me.
Yeah.
See? This is exactly why you were tasked to slay her, and why you shouldn't have left her in the basement. She's an antisocial monster who'll gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction.
That's not very nice.
The roots grow ever closer.
Ah, shite.
We know. We can see them.
Hey, there's more things. Yeah, we're both kind of dying
What's the
here.
matter? You're scared of thorny roots digging into your neck? Are you scared of suffocating in this dark, dark place alone? Good.
My God.
That one made me feel bad inside. I don't want people to think we're scared. Nobody likes someone who's scared of things. I, for one, think this is a perfectly reasonable situation to feel scared in. This place is getting awful tight.
I feel like I could cut through them.
You feel something against your back. A thick root pushing its way into the cabin. And shit.
You can make them
I
stop.
could, but as I already made it so
Oh, well.
clear, I don't want to.
Meanie.
You slump to the floor as the roots continue to expand into the cabin. Ugh, we're never going to make something of ourselves with that attitude. At least she isn't going to make something of herself either. At first it's almost gentle, your body being lifted delicately off the ground as the floor shifts beneath you.
Oh
But the
dear.
cradle of the growing roots starts to feel suffocating, then unbearably tight. Then that tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict.
This isn't good.
The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living cabin.
I guess I'm being
The
schooled
suffering
this
is what
episode.
You deserve, you hideous creature. Know as you die that you are hated. I hate you, and I'm glad to die horribly if it means you die with me. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Q? What? Save here.
The pressure is unfathomable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding with trapped blood. And then you pop.
Wow.
Everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 3 again this time. The Wild.
We are a path in the woods.
What?
We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and
This is
unnatural
different.
sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders.
What is this? Oh, I cut that off.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
2.
I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from
Okay.
the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Now you have a thesaurus at?
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do? Why does he want to know? I don't mind where we are right now. It's
Apparently.
really nice.
Okay.
I can hear what everyone is thinking. There's no reason to keep secrets. We tried leaving her in the basement, but she made the cabin come to life, and it crushed both of us into a fine paste. And now we're here.
I gotta go back
Existing.
and try the murder route.
And for what it's worth, I'm with him. This is nice.
I really don't think it is. This is weird.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
This is weird.
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
Oh god.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be.
Why are you in a box now? Now, I don't like this.
How could you say that? Look at us. We're almost everything. And we can be even more than
I don't like this. Stop.
Don't
And
you feel our
Caesar.
potential?
No, you're spot on. You exist, and not as some part of a gestalt entity mushed together with bits of you and the princess. You're an individual.
Oh, so did I reset in like this squish merged form because everything's squished together? That sucks.
You exist as your own self, complete with your own physical body, separate from hers. I'm not so sure about that. We were something like that once, but now? And if thinking about that isn't enough to startle you back to reality, consider this. She committed a murder-suicide using a living cabin.
Yeah.
Right. That was unpleasant. We weren't big fans of that, I think.
Oh.
I'm sure I would have had us do the same thing if we were in her shoes. We really do make a great pair.
Hey, you're
He's
acting
probably
different.
just
You didn't like her
jealous.
last time.
You need to remember that you and the princess are enemies. Don't let bygones be bygones. Remember what she's done to you and how much it hurt.
Oh, that button. Oh, auto. Why aren't there discussions for the rest? I guess because they're
We
explaining.
can't go back to that.
Oh, no.
We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
You're a little wacko.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
Yes!
I'm not.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there.
Yeah.
Almost like she still hates us. It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to
Please,
that
let's fall
feeling,
apart.
we'll fall apart.
I don't want to be stuck.
Don't look at it.
Oh my god.
She's trying to turn you
Bipolar.
away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already... Everyone's pulling in
Oh,
different
I cut that
directions,
quick.
but that
My bad.
that feeling doesn't have a motive, it just exists. Maybe we should look at it.
Because of the hatred.
Please, don't make us remember how we were.
My bad.
And just like that, you start to fall apart.
Let's go.
Right, she really does hate us, and we hate her. It hurts thinking about us as separate things, but
Yes.
we're separate. We can't hate ourselves. I love me.
I love me too. And I relate to this guy so hard.
Thinking, giving into absolute madness. We exist. We're real. We're separate from her. Of course we are. But are we? I can't remember. I don't want to remember what it felt like to be killed.
This is so
It
weird.
was so much nicer when it didn't feel like it mattered. And yet you keep remembering. You remember the loathing and animosity you've shared with the princess, the pain and the anger and the betrayal. And you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a
I
mortal
wasn't
body.
unaware of that.
You can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal
This
movement
is so
of your
weird.
molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be.
Maybe bygones can't be bygones. I don't know why I ever wanted to share a body with you, of all things. It's like my very soul reeks of yours.
My God.
That was horrible. This is better. Finally, I'll be able to hurt you like you deserve.
This
I
is
wish I
wacko.
didn't have to.
This is so weird.
Some
The
divisions
wounds, some
and
should
so
never be mended. It should
can never
not.
truly be mended. A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were.
Oh, there we go.
A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole.
Oh,
And then you find yourself blade in hand, exactly where you need to be. At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm.
What
Filled
the
with a sense of
fuck
purpose.
is this, man? This
Strike
is
at her.
crazy.
End
This
this
is so cool.
once
This is such a
and
cool
for
drawing,
all.
too.
Kill me then, if you hate me so much.
Oh, watch me.
Just get it over with.
I think you're supposed to have other organs here, too.
I don't like this. What he wants us to do. It's just, well, this should be easy. If you're sure about it. I mean, what's the point of being king of the hill if there's no one around to be better than? We'd just be sitting on a hill.
Do we have to do this?
You have.
Slay the princess.
You raise the blade, taking aim at her heart. And then you strike.
Bye-bye.
I'm sorry.
Alright. And a person's back. What one was that called? But you never see her die. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's not the
What is that supposed to
and for
mean?
you, but not me.
Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. You better watch your back. You can't get rid of me that easy.
Oh man, poor
We
opportunist.
can't even trust ourselves.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze in my reflection. Sounds as you reach for it. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled the remains of human unlock. I've unraveled. Find myself in a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Furniture.
There's a world beyond the
God.
endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Huh. That's good.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
No, but I'm excited to see. There's probably people.
There's a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Any thoughts on this one?
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart.
Yeah, she was speaking really cryptically.
Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
Little blade strike is there, so this is probably going to be the same either way. Are we real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Whoa. That's a weird way of thinking about it. That's cool. It's a cool quote. No, what's up with the narrator? Give me more
No,
on that.
their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
That's all he does. Yeah, I want answers from him.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Well, you're a motivational calendar. How many more?
One.
Oh,
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
one more, okay. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
So if I chose different paths and different ones of these each time, then like, would it give me a different ending for each one? That'd be so much.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay. Then goes dark and I die. Well, I'm gonna go the murder route. Since I only went the kind of murder.
You're on a
Oh,
path
wounded
in
wild.
the woods, and at the end of you're here to.
This is a good cabin.
You make your way up. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save Princess. Ignore him. The interior of the blade is.
Take the blade. Down to the basement.
The door to the basement, her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it.
Journey down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock. She's so. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Two thumbs up.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I did like 5 times or something. I don't
I'm
know.
probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Stabbed.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give
L,
way
L,
and
you
look
just
down
got
to see your
schooled
blade
in the
already
school of
sinking
knives
deep
by the
into her
teacher.
heart.
Me. Teacher knives.
Oh, this is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe
Yeah.
this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
What a
But it's
nerd.
over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Well, it will be soon if this is the last one. Oh, of course it is.
Yes.
She's dead.
Exactly. It's over.
Thanks, narrator. I'm going the narrator route, I guess, this time.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Okay, thanks.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Boop, leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find
I don't like this.
is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
That's weird.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Yep, all good. All nice.
You'll be safe
Great.
here.
Perfect.
This is good.
Nice, really.
Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
There's no water here. Yeah, I want a better
This
ending.
isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain,
Oh.
endings are a thing of the past.
Okay.
No. This is the beginning of eternity.
This is the reward I get.
Your
The one you mentioned earlier. This one. This is a pretty shitty one.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Jailbreak. Let me save. Hell no.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade.
Oh
We
shit,
can
you want
use
me
the
to kill
blade to get
myself?
out of this.
People tell me to do that every day.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place
This
to
isn't a wonderful
end.
place.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
No, you bet I'm gonna
Don't
do
you
that.
dare.
Yeah, anything.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough
No.
reward for saving the world?
No.
An eternity of bliss?
I'm
you
not happy.
ingrate.
There's nothing here. There's not even a Game Boy. Maybe you put a Game Boy in here, but you didn't think of that. Didn't think of that, huh?
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Welcome to the underground.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Cool.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you. Chapter 2, The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Oh, you bastard. You're in for now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's better. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do
No,
it again.
cold. Poor guy.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's go to cabin.
A warning. She will lie. She won't be a problem.
Let's go to cabin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a
Sad
soft
now.
odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
This is a sad voice. Okay. This can't, I mean, there's gotta be a lot of different ways to go through this if there's 97 Steam achievements, so I'm gonna guess I'll be doing more than one playthrough of this. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Yeah, let's look at the mirror.
You walk up to the wall. What are you talking about?
Okay,
You
it's
reach
done.
for, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much
I might
longer
have missed one
worrying
there.
over it. Clearly, it's not even important. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
What?
Okay. She's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the
Ghosts in
head.
the chain.
Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do?
Unless it's
to
a
us?
poltergeist.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Take it up with management.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit,
Oh,
gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to. Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade.
Don't go through her.
It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab
Oh
at her,
shit,
no matter
Sans.
how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused.
Oh, thanks.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
That is terrifying.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
I don't know. Oh, am I here because the world didn't end last time, so... Swing the princess harder.
You swing at the princess once more, and once more your blade cuts through nothing as she disappears.
Really?
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over.
Oh
with
boy,
glowing
backwards view.
disappointment. She draws in close.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, Keller. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out of here
Slash.
together. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home.
Boo-hoo. Cueing the waterworks.
Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
Wrath?
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
Yes, and English.
Forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Well, good. Did you miss?
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the
Ow.
squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
Oh dear.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
So the princess harder.
Swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound.
School of Knives. Graduated, top of my class.
But it's too little,
Fuck.
too late.
That Ripper,
In her
that
hand,
Rostate
you
suffered a
realize she
broken heart.
clutches your
She's
still
unlocked.
beating heart. It thumps unsettlingly.
Can I have that back?
Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know.
Fuck.
As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. The Wraith.
You're on a path in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles.
This
just
guy
for
sounds
the
like
sake of it.
Stampy.
Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. But wouldn't that get I don't know. Boring? Okay, so you've already been here. Twice, even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that?
Because you didn't give me a Game Boy or like an Xbox 360 or anything to do in that shady little cabin.
Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void. And then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy?
No!
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring.
Yeah, Game Boy next time, man. Seriously, consider it.
It was bullshit.
Thanks, cheated.
So you killed yourself?
Yes.
And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's
Rigged.
try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seemed to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish.
Okay. Safe slot.
All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Man, why should it help you if you're just gonna lock us away forever again?
Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise.
Hold you to it.
Oh yeah, sure. That changes everything. I mean, he did promise. And you believed him.
Yeah, this guy seems
If I had to
different.
make a wager, I'd say yes and no. That's a hedge, not a wager. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
Okay.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Okay. Yeah, good point.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever.
Also, good point.
Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
Cool. I'm still recording, right? Yes. Epic.
How convenient. Everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite. On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
Proceed to the cabin.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark.
Oh, this
A
is like the
single
other
narrow
third
hallway
chapter.
stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward.
This is
Fluttering
nice.
helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Slowly look into the notes.
Something else has been taken away from us.
Oh, saving, I guess. Didn't mean to click that.
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Push the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over.
Fine error. 0 out of
Stop
10
as you
game.
reach the end of the hallway,
Unplayable.
I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. What are the odds she's waiting for us right now? Just out of sight, on the other side of that glass. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
You don't sound happy.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long,
shit.
frozen
This is
moment.
getting crazy.
And then she, the princess, constricts your bones.
Ow.
Snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and
Oh shit, this music is epic.
Do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd seen what
If only
you've
the
done
planning
before.
guy was still here.
Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over.
Okay.
Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse.
Oh, I was terrible.
Well, maybe a lot worse.
Yeah.
So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you,
Ow.
you get to watch me do it.
You can't walk out if you broke your
Just
leg.
like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Look, we're even.
And you think that's even? How adorable. But I think you forgot about the part where you tried killing me again.
Okay, fine.
If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
Can I just open the door?
I don't think you get the magnitude of hatred that sits between us. You've broken more trust than I thought I had. Oh, we're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this space is clear behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
Yeah.
And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
I didn't say my piece. I wanted to slay harder.
Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here?
Oh, that's a cool thing.
Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades.
Oh, jump
she
scare.
tears open the membrane of your soul.
Freddy's.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
I guess I'm riding shotgun.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Little clown car.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know. Don't help either of them. Flip the table.
Boop, boop.
That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss. Your body.
I want to go in the
slumped
abyss.
Against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, reluctantly along by your strings.
I don't think it does. I think it feels painful. Into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
Why not?
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away. You throw everything you have against her and manage
Exorcist 3.
one
I can't read all that.
moment to
Achievement
overpower
unlocked.
the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward. The darkness swallowing you whole.
Nothing more bottomless than the bottomless pit.
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall,
I didn't
and
fall.
fall.
You didn't laugh that much.
One end. But at least it's ours.
Ready on, Roger,
An
Roger.
empire of frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Yippee, what's my
What
reward?
happens now? But I want to know what he thinks happens now. Oh? And why is that?
Yeah, why? Fuck. Just the four of us? Okay, you don't have to be mean about it.
Gone.
Oh, ending's creeping in. Terminal velocity ceases and you feel something, a mass, a growth torn out of you, and you and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What is happening to me?
Well, it stands, person. It's just standing. But you don't answer her before she's gone, and can feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory
She's
returns.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Obviously
Where's
not.
that mirror? I
That's
would
not
have kept
for
them in the
you,
dark
for me.
if I were you.
Oh, yeah, good
What
point.
is that supposed to mean? So you're the real puppet master here? Can't believe I tried to help you.
Oh, okay. Now I feel bad. Approach the mirror. What am I now? Silence as you reach for it. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but then you see what's in it. You're nothing at all. What? Oh, that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and you see a figure, a faint, veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. You
I
mean?
think you know what I am.
What? A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, and another. Turn the mirror into jagged shards. Where's my achievement? Okay. Oh. May I save here, please? And then another. Okay. So the narrator.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me.
Whoa.
I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Okay. Oh. I guess I only get so many. Well, I'm just gonna destroy the mirror. Yeah, I've heard enough. You already know what you are. You are the long quiet and a vast nascent god? And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. The long quiet. All of this is you. You already know what you are. You are the long quiet. A vast nation. Okay, I've already had that. Proceed to cabin. Seething vessel. Bring the wraith to her. When you arrive at the heart of it, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Huh? Where's Hand Lady? Oh. Looky.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Uh-huh, wow. Crazy. Let's give that another save, shall we?
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Okay, what does it mean I'm the long
These
quiet?
are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
This is cool.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and
Just
never
call you
acting.
player?
But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Okay, who's the echo?
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Oh, I don't want to remove death. There's so many stories.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Well, it is called Slay the Princess, and I'd like to play more of the game, so, it's tempting. If you just do this every time, what's the point?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
What are you doing?
The flesh is the strand of the spirit. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh back into mine.
Oh.
Choosing your death and forfeiting your body. You chose agency. But agency requires action. And action requires endless tapestry of events.
Wow.
Final moments which you remove action itself from reality.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with arguing my independence.
Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape.
A web of nerves, laid upon a web of nerves, laid upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. You knew me, and I knew you, even more than either of us know each other now. And you chose to play part that way. And when the tapestry was undone, you struck at my heart. You saw me as a part of you to be excised, but in the desire for excision, you made yourself whole. Will you still be whole if you destroy me?
Yeah. My independence,
Time
everyone's
spent away
independence.
from me is still time spent in reference to me. Even then, both of us are more than our bodies. Am I not in the trees? Am I not in the cabin? Am I not in you?
This is weird. That is so cool.
Your love ray tried to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss
Oh,
your
am I looking
heart
from their
because
view?
I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Direct. Oh, that never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight with me now. Whenever you're ready,
Fuck.
we can move together. Hand in love in hand. If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world. such another thing is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck.
Oh, right, this one.
Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence. And it was through that need that you carved our freedom.
And this is getting
Without impermanence,
very hard to understand.
the suffering of living things is infinite. Would you strip my gifts away and leave everyone to suffer in the dark?
This is direct. Turn. Yeah.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
Man, you are very hard to argue with.
I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me.
Oh.
I want those feelings back. You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new, somewhere we can dance like we used to. But I could not follow your steps.
Oh.
There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be. We made each other better. To have no challenges to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
I'm gonna go with this one.
We have. Look at what we are now, and see how small we were then.
Uh-oh.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Oh my god, this is hard. Okay. I'm not gonna destroy the world. Diplomatic?
What I offer you is not perspective. It is true.
Okay, well that's really...
Whatever you're trying to do right now,
Wait, you're still here?
do it alone.
Yeah.
After all the
Happy to
times
hear you.
told me that mirror was going to kill me, I'm genuinely surprised you missed me.
Huh.
But we don't have to get into all that. I'm here now. That's what matters. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick.
I am. Are the other voices gonna come in? I'm ready.
Let's go.
Huh?
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Holy shit! This is so cool.
Do you need me to describe things?
Oh, I got eyes. Let's take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Never really gone.
It's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Oh, damn. Whoops. Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Let's go.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here?
Yeah.
First time we heard her voice.
It was only like 3 hours ago.
Have you
I
figured
think.
out what you
Unless
want
I've
to
been
do
playing
yet,
this
or are you
Let's
going to
Play
keep
for
trying to find a
longer,
center that doesn't exist?
Oh.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
This is so cool.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Let's talk. It's the same here?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I don't want to come to a middle ground.
I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix whatever this place is and make me wipe our memories
that'd be
of
cool.
everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what
I think
you want?
so. I'd like 100%. I agree.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
See you soon.
Hey, I love you.
Killed me like 8 times. Oh,
You're on a path in the wood.
Well, I think that's where I'm gonna end this episode. So I don't know if this is gonna be different, but you know, I don't want to get super into it. Let me just find my button first. This has been a really cool game. I am probably gonna come back to it after to do more of it because it was really fun. But I think this was the ending, so see you guys in the next one. I think I'm good. Bye bye!